Is this thing on? Oh dear. Well, hello and welcome to my first ever video in a hopefully less than disastrous series dedicated to my Lotus Esprit GT2 project. As you can see, we're not off to a flying start. So I've had a bit of a problem with my Boomer recording kit, so hopefully I'll sort it out by next episode. In the meantime, you'll just have to listen to me waffle on over a slideshow, so apologies for that. I picked this car up quite some time ago, and despite a few false starts, I've not really been in a position to finish it until now. When I bought the car, it had some serious mechanical issues lurking under the surface. I think if it had been driven much longer, the gearbox would probably have exploded due to a severely loose differential and the lack of any oil that somehow the previous owner managed to miss. Back in the day, the cost of replacing the gearbox would have probably written the car off, so I like to think I saved it from being sent to the big parking lot in the sky back then. I always intended it to be used as a donor car for something a little bit special, and as far as I know, it's going to end up being pretty unique if it gets finished. The ultimate goal is to get it looking something like this. This is the Le Mans endurance racing car that Lotus used in 1993 and 1994, based on the Sport 300 road car. Another big focus of this project is getting the car as light as humanly possible. I didn't weigh the car to start with, but it should have been about 1300 kilos. My GT3 Esprit only weighs 1225 kilos, so maybe I can dream of getting somewhere just over a ton, which would be amazing. To get there, everything is going to have to be analysed and prodded to see if I can shed that weight. I'm also going to be looking at the unique aero changes made for the endurance cars, notably the huge rear wing and the modifications to the front end where the radiator was changed to direct the airflow over the top of the car as opposed to underneath it. Clearly I have to stay within the bounds of being road legal, but other than that I want it to be quite extreme. Cost wise, I don't think I'm going to get much change from £12,000, which includes me doing all the work. Time wise, probably mid 2023, depending on funding and how keen people are to get the parts to me. So you kind of joined me right at the start of the rebuild phase. I never planned to do a vlog when I started this project. I'm not very good at them, as you can probably tell. But so many people said that I should embarrass myself and make one. So here we are. What you see here is the chassis and the engine. The body is currently in another location, so I actually have some space to work in. Unfortunately, what I haven't done is taken any video of the strip down because I've been against the clock to get it this far for the winter. I did, however, take a lot of photos, which I thought I would put into a quick slideshow right now to show you where I'm at. Cue the royalty-free music. The next steps are to restore the rolling chassis and fully rebuild the engine before reuniting them with the body shell so that it starts to look like a car again. I want to try and document this with a mix of detailed videos, technical analysis and CAD work to show the ins and outs of the build. Any comments and suggestions, please leave them in a message below. As stated, vlogs are not my specialty, so I've got a lot to learn right now. If you've made it this far through my first ever vlog, congratulations, thank you, and please stay tuned. And I promise, no more slideshows.